5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity to look at the report of the Appointments Committee with regards to the nomination of the Chief Justice nominee of the Republic of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I want to make this preliminary statement that I actually had the very rare opportunity and privilege to sit through the entire vetting process on Monday. From beginning to end, Mr. Speaker, I was there. I saw everything that played out. But, Mr. Speaker, we'll leave issues of that day for another time. Today, we are looking at Justice Paul Bafuboni. And, Mr. Speaker, from very humble beginnings, born in Guaso, in today Ahafo region, Guaso, his lordship worked his way out and worked higher the ladder of leadership of this country. Mr. Speaker, his background any day is worth celebrating. And Mr. Speaker, as I sat in the vetting session and listened to my Lord Justice Paul Bafuboni, I was convinced that he was the best suited for the position at this time. Mr. Speaker, why do I say this? My Lordship was nominated to the Supreme Court in January 2008. He spent 17 years at the Supreme Court. And Mr. Speaker, even at home, we all have this adage that we say, experience is the best teacher. After 17 years, Justice Paul Bafuboni demonstrated at vetting that this country and the judicial system of this country is going into very safe hands. Yeah. Mr. Speaker, I say this because as a woman, Mr. Speaker, and a champion of women leadership, I want to celebrate all the women chief justices that we've had. Yeah. We had Her Lordship Georgina Wood, who was appointed to the Supreme Court in 2002 and became Chief Justice in 2007. She reigned for 10 years, and we all saw the output of her work. Yes. It was not in question. Yes. Her capabilities were never in question. Yes. Mr. Speaker, we saw Her Lordship Sophia Akufu, who had spent 22 years at the Supreme Court before becoming a Chief Justice in 2017. Mr. Speaker, she exited the role with impeccable credentials. Mr. Speaker, again, let me say this to this House, and I want it on record. Again, I had the opportunity to be a member of the vetting committee, appointments committee that vetted Her Ladyship Tokono. Mr. Speaker, I recall I asked one question. I asked my Lordship, what are the attributes of a good Chief Justice? Give me 5 attributes. She gave one. And she turned and asked me, what did you say again? Mr. Speaker, the Saturday after that vetting, a former member of this House, a learned member of this House, Honorable A.B.F. Husseini, was on Joy Newsfire discussing the vetting of her Lord. And he said,
Honorable members, Deputy Minority Leader, Deputy Minority Leader, please, honorable members, may we have your ears. Deputy Minority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I know that, hello, Mr. Speaker, the mention of the former Chief Justice on a Tokonu is not a subject under discussion at this point in time. If you look at the report, I think we are relating the report that has been submitted before us.
He's attacking it.
And attacking the personality of Chief Justice is not something that we have to entertain. So I just call for the expansion of that part, attacking the former Chief Justice, to be expunged from the debate. Thank you very much.
Honorable, please, honorable members, please. I heard her say that as a woman, she was going to celebrate women that were Chief Justices, and started with Her Lordship Justice Georgina Wood, and said so many things about her. I practiced before her when she was High Court judge. I know her very well. Then she proceeded to Justice Sophia Akufu. She was in practice, private practice, when I was also practicing. So I know her very well. Now she proceeded to Justice Tokonu. She is far behind me, so when I was in flight, she was not available. She was saying what happened. Please, she was. Honorable members, please, I have to relate to this before I give my ruling. She was sharing her experience when she appeared at the appointments committee, and that she member speaking was a member of the appointments committee. And she asked her a question about the five attributes of a Chief Justice. And now she's going through what took place. So I was keenly listening to her to see whether she will pass the acid test of our rules. That is why I'm following her keenly. If she doesn't, I'll call her to order. Please, I'm listening. I will not allow her to say anything that is unparliamentary about the former Chief Justice. Please. Yes. Honorable Member, you are left with 1 minute, 30 seconds.
All right. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. So, Right Honorable Speaker, to pick up from where I left off. So this is the experience with Her Ladyship Gertrude Araba Tokono. To the extent that the former Member of Parliament, Honorable Agyei Hussein, had occasion to speak on Joy News file on the Saturday and said that in his opinion, the most important question that was asked that day was the question asked by Honorable Zuwera Mohammed Ibrahim. And the Chief Justice nominee failed to answer that question. Now, Mr. Speaker, I'm making this point in order that I can dovetail effectively into my next point. Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Member,
Mr.
please.
Speaker,
Please. Honorable Member, as you rightly stated, that is the opinion of Honorable Agyei Hussein. As to the marks you are giving to her answer, it is not for you to be satisfied with her answer. Once you ask the question, even on the floor here, the answers that are given does not necessarily satisfy the people who ask the questions. You cannot use that as the basis to judge her on this particular situation when she is not in question. We are not here discussing the former Chief Justice. No. So if you are going to celebrate them, and let's move on. Please. Yes, Honorable Dominic.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm guided.
They've called. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much.
The record has to be expunged. It has to be expunged.
Mr. Speaker, that tells us one thing. They are not listening to you because they have known that you called me.
Please go on.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, I want to really thank you. People who are not here to defend themselves, as Mr. Speaker has said, if you want to say adverse things about them, Mr. Speaker, I want to plead, as you have done, you protect them. So I want to say to you that, Mr. Speaker, as you want to say, Mr. Speaker, that I call on you to let them expunge that particular section so that it does not stay in their hands. That the section, the point she just made in trying to give marks to somebody who is not here, and even she is the subject of all that we are doing, they should expunge it. Because if there's anything, the record is that she has been our Chief Justice before. And she has cases in court. We don't know what will happen. So they should expunge that portion from the hands out.
Honorable Member, I'm trying to get which portion, because please, what I said was that she referred to the opinion expressed by Agyei Hussein, showing that they were not satisfied with her performance. And I said that is his opinion. So is that why you are saying I should get expunged?
No, wait.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the point I'm making, the entire section she referred to the former, the Chief Justice, or Justice Tokono's vetting, where she says that she failed to answer questions, I think that we should expunge that. That's the point I'm making. We should expunge that from the records. Just as you admonish her that she should veer away from it, I'm going further to plead with you to let the Hansard expunge that section completely from the records. Because unless somebody reads your comments, if I'm reading the Hansard and I don't go further to read your comments, I will not know that you have told her to move away from it, and that is not good. I just want them to expunge that section. That's all that I'm saying. The section that goes to say that in her view she has failed those questions, she should expunge it. That's all I'm saying.
Honorable member, I want to hear you again, because if I had heard the use of the word fail, I would have definitely ruled her out of order. What did you say? What did you say?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to correct this. Mr. Speaker, I asked a question to the then nominee, asking her to give 5 attributes of a good Chief Justice, and she mentioned 1. Thereafter, the Saturday after the vetting, Honorable ABF Husseini was on Joy News File program discussing the entire vetting process, and he indicated that he thought that the most important question that was asked at vetting was the question asked by Honorable Zuwera Mohammed Ibrahima, to the effect that the nominee should give 5 attributes of a good Chief Justice. That is what I said. I never used the word fail. Hansard is my witness. They can go back and check. The word fail never came from me, Mr. Speaker. He said he was not. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, I've listened to her, and so I'll proceed to direct that if she had earlier used the word fail, that portion be deleted from the official reports, particularly the word fail. Now, she has stated clearly she did not use it, but it's recorded. And so the official reports will go through all this. If they come across the use of the word fail and the words after it should be deleted from the official reports. Please, now you have 1 minute.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, and tying it all into my previous statements, Justice Bafo-Boni made very strong statements at vetting. And one of the things he said that drives my enthusiasm today, and I quote, he said, "The Constitution of Ghana entrusts the Chief Justice with a dual responsibility to adjudicate cases with fairness and to safeguard the credibility and moral authority of justice itself." Mr. Speaker, it gives all of us comfort. And hope. Mr. Speaker, as I said, I watched Justice Bafo-Boni. He spoke from his heart. This is a man who was ready to leave a job at the prison service so he could marry his sweetheart. And he was adverting with Mrs. Bafo-Boni. Mr. Speaker, it tells you the character of the man. So,
honorable members, may we now listen to Honorable members, may we now